artists, how are you today? Stephanie Oni coming to you from the banks of the Trinity River here in Six Rivers National Forest near Willow Creek, California. Stumbled over those words, didn't I? Oz and I welcome you to the studio. So glad you're hanging out with us today. Now here is yellow, and shells. And the design concept today is movement. Shells, movement, and yellow. So I probably could have broken up the shells a little bit more, but I think this does actually show some movement within that piece, which is what I was going for. Movement, principle of design. Now, this is from artclasscurator.com, and she states, movement can be thought of in two ways. The first refers to how an artist depicts movement using the elements and principles of art. The second way refers to the visual flow of an artwork, indicated by the path a viewer's eyes take as they look at the artwork. So lines, edges, shapes, and colors can be utilized by the artist to point a way through the artwork as a map for our eyes to follow. Look at that diagonal. Can you see it? There you go. Which is almost exactly what I did here. And I found this after I did this because I'm like, I need to have some better examples of what movement is. So something like that is, let's see, the O'Keeffe. We talked about the O'Keeffe on Patreon. She definitely does a very strong diagonal through her compositions. A progressive, curving elements. So, and then a question that they have here is, how does movement create mood or emotion in the artwork? Well, here you kind of have a little bit of an unsettling feel, I think, in this one, because people are kind of being blown away by the wind. And then look at this this line right down here that's coming through that mountain. It's interesting that this particular mountain is bold the way it is, isn't it? And it kind of shows us where that white path is leading to. It's a very much so a visual Z. Kind of cool, kind of fun. And this is the project. So yellows, gorgeous color. Definitely one that we need to study, because look at where we get olive green from. Now we get some olive green from yellow green and green yellow, but it's a really strong olive green color right there. And that's huge. I mean, who knew army green was yellow with black? Right? Right. There we go on that side. And then I did do a quick color value study. And just to let you guys know, I'm practicing my own little value studies on the side because I want to get to know my colors better. I don't think I have time to put that in the video, but if I do, I'll slip it in there. It's just kind of something interesting, and I'm just playing with it for my own practice because it's good. It's good to learn how to mix color. Okay, guys, hope you enjoy the video. We'll chat soon. Bye. Okay, artists, let's do the second one for this morning. Now, I am doing these a couple ahead just because of the fact that I need to get a couple ahead because I have some serious bookwork, altered bookwork to do. So if I can get some of these knocked out for you, then I'm much better off. What do we got? Ooh, pure yellow. Gosh, we're back to yellows again. We're going to get all of our yellows out of the way, aren't we? All right. Of course, we've been having fun with yellow. It's a good color. It's a great color. All right. Ooh, shells. Shells. That'll be good. And a second. I got some shells on my desk. Movement. How am I going to do movement with shells? Oh, God. Okay. Let's get down to the table, see what I can come up with. Look for some more shells. Bye. Okay, so our colors that we're going to pull out. Oh, I got these extra ones out. Cad yellow light, titanium white, and ivory black. Now, I just want to talk to you real quick about a couple different things. when I have extra leftover paint, I have these little canvases laying around, and I'm just putting a little bit of paint on it to just start to make a background. So if I have leftover paint, I am using it. And then I might put another coat over the top of this of a different color or whatever. These are really loose. I'll have to put some water on the back of them just to kind of stiffen them up. But just to let you know, guys, you don't have to waste any of this heavy body paint. It's really nice stuff. So if you ever need to stiffen a canvas, wet the back side of it, and it will do a great job of doing that. This one needs it too. I'll mess with that later. And then secondly, I have just kind of started to use these deli sheets for my palette. And this was off of the purple that we just did, off of this guy, the violet blue. So I've just kind of spread out the paint a little bit, but I can use this as a deli sheet later. I can use this to use on my artwork. Pretty cool. So I'm not letting anything go to waste. Here's one from my old palette that was in this container. And I found it yesterday when I was doing all my rearranging. But doesn't this, I mean, this would make a really cool deli sheet. It is a very cool deli sheet, and it's actually my paint palette. How cool is that, right? I mean, that's pretty awesome. I can cut out shapes out of this. I can use this for anything I want to. Don't throw that away. That's gold. And then one last thing. What I want to show you here is, especially with this, that's our one that we're doing here, like this violet blue. So we are using pure paint to get these colors, right? And these are like the designer things, right? Baby pink, lavender fields, orchid, here's one, ocean blue, crisp blue, teal mint. I mean, these are the designer colors that, you know, they're 99 cents each, and you're like, oh, well, I want one of these, I want one of these. Obviously, I liked these three colors, or actually I probably picked them up at different times considering that they're different brands. However, when I'm jelly printing, I like to have a variety of colors right then and there. And sometimes the craft paints don't always work so great on when I'm using my jelly press, but a lot of times they actually work pretty good. So that's why I do use them in that manner. However, what I'm trying to show you and teach you guys is that you are learning how to create every single color that you can find in any craft aisle. Now, I'm not showing you how to make metallics, but I would assume that there is a mixative, which I'm 95% sure there's a mixative that you can add it to make any paint shimmery also. So we're not just learning color, we are learning how to save money in the long run. If you invest in some good paint, you can make any single color in the rainbow, and you don't need to go and buy all these little bottles. And it gives you much better coverage. How cool is that? Okay, let's get down to yellow. I was just out working in the yard, and I think I have some allergies going here with all that dirt I was kicking up. All right, let's look at yellow here. And these are the values of yellow. And I know that I don't focus on those values probably as much as I should. Yellow in the tints, they're really pretty, but very easy to mix up. So let's look here. Now again, cad yellow light is pure yellow. I mean, it just is. That is yellow, yellow, yellow. That yellow was based off of cad yellow light. This is an ancient color, guys. I don't know about ancient, but I don't know when they started naming colors. I would assume that was part of that. All right. Let's show you this real quick. Here's a little value scale. Here's your bright yellow, right? And then I have some of this lighter yellow that's on here. My brush, right? No, let's go that way. So all you have to do, yellow is super simple. Again, though, this cad yellow is very, very concentrated. So if you want to make a lighter color, you need to not add any more yellow to it, right? Because it goes a long, long, long ways. So just doing a little value study right there. Pretty, huh? So then let's look here. if we go the other direction, ooh, let's see what happens. Let's just mix some of that cad yellow with ivory black. That's pretty close to that color. So that's going to be, you know, on this opposite side there. We're going the other direction now, aren't we? So don't be afraid to just kind of try out some of the colors. And just kind of see where the different values are. This is just practice. And then look at this color that you've just produced though. What a really pretty kind of sagey, soft green. And, you know, I bet that's a designer olive green, huh? And you just learned to make that all on your own. You've learned how to mix that olive green. All right. Gorgeous. And then we're going to add just a little bit more. We're going to get a darker tone in here too. Always check and see where we're at. See, this even goes darker than what the value scale does on the color wheel. Ta-da! Cool stuff, huh? And again, this one got a little bit off. It's okay. I'm just practicing mixing color. This is just a little watercolor pad, guys, in case you're wondering, just to play. I'm just trying to learn these colors myself. I have not done any type of color theory since I think 1994. So, you know, I'm a little bit rusty on all this stuff too. And, you know, I'm not a professional teacher. So I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I've learned over the years. And I don't always use the absolute right terminology. We know that. I don't always have the absolute answers for things. But I do look up my terms. I do try to do research before I talk to you because I hate, you know, saying things incorrectly or giving you the wrong information. All right, that's a really nice little color study of the values. And this is of the darker values, but also the, you know, value is with gray, tint is with black. So it's giving us a lot of variety in color, which is what we're working on. We're just trying to learn what it does. What it does. I know I keep saying that over and over. Again, it's hard to just kind of talk continually for hours at a time. It is. Not lying. So if I repeat myself, forgive me. Okay, I love that. I think that's very nice. So let's set that to the side. And let's see if we can do something. We have shells, but we also want to show movement. Now, movement is an art concept. It is a principle of art. And movement is the way that we can draw. Well, those aren't going to paint with yellow, are they? They are way too dark to paint with yellow. We are not going to use those puppies. Next. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm just looking at creating a little bit more variety in here. A little bit more layers. You know, you don't have to do this at all. I think that background was pretty cool, but I am going to really kind of push a directional movement on this. So let's give it more linear quality. What a better way to create direction than to put lines in, all right? It's kind of the easy way to do it. Put a linear element and you will absolutely help with movement. This is just a piece of magazine that I've just put some paint on. Variety and interest. All right. So if we want to show something going the same direction, then it's got to all go the same direction, right? Oh, it's got to go that direction, which is better. I'm more of a this direction type person anyway. All right, I have these shells. Shells. Ooh. So see how this is swooping in? Leads our eye right into the direction we want to go. Now, why would you want to create movement in your artwork? We create movement as a way to draw our viewer through our art. It's interest. It's part of composition. And again, as it is an element of art, it is a really important concept, and I'm going to try to get some examples together to really show you movement in famous works of art. It's my goal. We'll see if I can get that to happen for you. But it just means I have to do more research. I love this shell. I don't know if I want to use it right there because I love it. I love it too much to use it. Now, 4 is not a pleasing number to our eyes. So I'm going to throw a 5th one in there. Maybe right in there. I don't know where it's going to go, but we're going to put it in there. All right. Everything is pointing in that same direction, leading our eyes through the piece. Very hard to really show it in this small of a format, so we're trying. We're trying. I should probably let that dry because everything's got to dry before we can paint it. Where's my paintbrush? Should I have painted them beforehand? Oh, probably. Let me get some of that sunshine in there. Sunshine on a cloudy day. There was green. There was a green drop of shimmer spray right there. See that? Oh, is that one of our colors though? Oh, it's probably actually pretty close. No, it's green yellow. No? It's close. It's close to being just fine. Add a little bit more yellow to it. We're going to make that work. You know, and not every one of these is going to be a spectacular composition. I'm trying not to put that pressure on myself as well as everything else, and just kind of allowing myself to play with it too. I have to remember that I don't have to be perfect at it. I mean, I have to give you guys a good example, and I feel a desire to, you know, put my money where my mouth is. If I'm sitting here talking about this stuff, I better have some sort of clue as to what I'm talking about. But again, I have not done this since 1994. So, you know, I'm revisiting old principles and old practices. It's not all just second nature to me either. All right, I actually kind of like that, just like that is. I think I will wait for it to dry a touch, and then maybe I can bring in some more highlights to it. What do we think? Is that good? It covers all the good stuff there. We'll cut off those pieces. Some here, some here, some here. Where are those scissors? All right, artists, I think that is a fine little composition. I think I will put just a touch more highlight on it when it dries. And we have shells, movement, and yellow. Just kind of fun. Quick color studies. That's all we're doing, guys. We don't have to overthink this. Okay, we'll chat soon. Oh, be sure, if you want to be part of that contest, like, comment, and add to playlist. All right. Bye.